Welcome to Energy, y'all. We tapping back in again. We are on Gemini, right? We're getting these feelings for the end of the year, feelings, and then there will be a bonus part at the end, which is spirit guide, your ancestors, passed on loved one, a loved one here currently, a soulmate, kindred spirit, anything like that. Okay. How they're feeling about you at the end. All right, Gemini. So I did get a message that brought me to the table. So the majority of you, or even if you're not a Gemini, you may have those placements. But this is like the parent read. You're a mother, you're a father, you have children. So all praise to the Most High, trust your intuition over mine. But the first thing that I was hearing when I was coming to the table is just like, people are jealous of your child. And I don't mean it in like a evil eye, like you need to watch out for them necessarily type of energy, unless you do. But it's kind of like people who were used to riding this emotional high with you, they feel like that emotional high is only for your children or only for your kids. They get the best of you or they get the vibes, but they're not getting this from you. They don't feel like that's what they're getting from you. What they're the way they're trying to connect to you, it's like it's only for the kids. Like you are mama, da for real, like. But yeah, they feel like you have reserved something for your children only. All right, let's see. I also heard wink, wink, whatever that means. Reserved for your children only. Wink, wink. All right, let's see. How are they feeling for Gemini? How are they feeling about your Gemini? End of the year. We got the Tower, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles. You are non-cooperative and a very flamboyant and boisterous or honorary or arrogant or confident way. Like, you're going to do what you want to do. You're going to move how you want to move. You don't care what anybody is waiting for, what anybody wants of you. You're going to do what you want to do, and you can't really see any reason not to. And the biggest part of it is that the people who are seeing this about you, they can't give you a good reason either. So you got people here with the Seven of Pentacles. These are people who feel like they've been waiting for something. They didn't sweated and toiled and worked and labored for this, harvest that they're expecting. They just knew they was going, here it come. And then you just, no, I'm good. No, I'm straight. Or not participating, not doing what they expected you to. This would be like uncooperative. Let's read it. The Three of Pentacles. Let's read it, you guys. Robocall. Interference. Someone wants to get in the way of this decisiveness that you are just going to do what you want to do. And the feeling that you don't owe anybody anything. This energy that you're moving and operating in, it is not beneficial to somebody. It is working against their plans for you. So you not feeling like you owe anybody, or you don't have to do more. You don't need to invest. You don't have to cooperate if you don't want to. This kind of like independence is something that I feel like you have a lot of bots around you who is not particular to you. Gemini, is not particular to you. It's like everybody, when they don't get what they want or people aren't doing what they want them to do, they just get very like that. It really ruffles their feathers. So you're just one of the few, but it's like you're just an added person. Oh, you too, huh? And in addition to that, you don't seem to care. You don't seem to care. You're going to still do it, or do you, and feel good about it, while this person is feeling some type of way about what you do or how you move. Like you aren't allowing their opinions or their feelings about you to really persuade or dissuade you in any way. So that is creating some kind of burden for somebody emotionally and mentally, and I'm assuming it's because they are used to you bending and yielding to their will a whole lot more. They're used to you people pleasing, or at least pleasing them more. So yeah, this is almost like somebody got what they were asking for, but they didn't even know what they were asking for real. What's the Tower? Because they may be getting exactly what they asked for, but it's not happening the way that they thought. Drastic change. Oh no, that's not the card. Oh, I wanted to get the Three of Pentacles. Sorry, y'all. Let me get focused. Dissatisfaction and resentment. They feel like they're not getting what they want with you because you're harboring some kind of past resentment. You feel some type of way about them, and you're doing it on purpose. But this card indicates hard work, except now the outcomes will not be so favorable or rewarding. So I feel like this person feels like they're being treated harshly. Like this person feels like they put in work, they did something, and they were expecting this favorable or rewarding outcome, and you just kind of like, boom. Sorry. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if they pushed the wrong button. It says this person is criticizing you. Criticism will be directed at the current, who rightly or wrongly will feel harshly treated. So you feel pretty much, or this person could be trying to make you feel the way that they feel. They feel like you have treated them harshly. They feel like you have been holding on to resentments towards them. So whatever they're doing here, or however they're feeling about you, is that you deserve to feel that way because this is what you've done to them. So they were like trying to, what is that, karma? Take karma into their own hands, or just revenge. They feel like they weren't able to get you back though. Like what they may have felt that you did wrong, you actually feel like you were right or justified. And again, they can't seem to find a way to really say that you weren't. They don't, there's nothing to back up. It's just their opinion. All they have is an opinion, and maybe all you have is an opinion, but you're not trying to change their opinion. You're just standing on yours, but they want to change your opinion, and they can't. And then they feel mad about it. So yeah, your opinion, how you're moving, how you're doing something, they were just expecting more, but you did not see them that they were fit for it. You didn't feel like they deserved it, so you didn't give them more. All right, let's see. How are they feeling? Now, Gemini, 10 of Cups, the vibes are good though. The energy is good. You have peace or harmony in your connections. Your family is loving you. Your children are loving you. Your relationships are loving you. Like if you're in a relationship, or just, you know, whoever you're close to emotionally, people are feeling really good vibes from you and having good vibes towards you right now. It's a lot of focus on like you and your home. So I don't know if people are missing coming to your home or being around you in your home, or wanting to share a home with you or something, but there's a lot of nostalgia. You may come around, but you don't come around enough. They definitely feel like they don't get enough of you, but you seem unbothered. Something is different with you. That's what I want to say. They're like, you're different. You're different. You don't seem bothered by some of the things that you used to be bothered by. You seem to be okay. Pretty much when things don't go your way, it doesn't seem to dishevel you, or okay, why do I feel like you have been under a lot of scrutiny or attack with this tower, but you might not feel it as an attack because it's going back. But the people who it's going back to, they just feel like what they're getting from you is not your truth. Even if it is your current truth, it's not a truth they really want to see. It's less than what they're used to, or it's not what they were expecting from you. So you have some people who didn't cooperate with you on purpose, and it did not have the effect on you that they wanted it to. You seem unbothered by it. Jeez. What's the tower? I almost feel, yeah, I'm looking at another deck that says, not today, Satan. It's like somebody is intentionally, or has been intentionally and deliberately trying to cause some kind of eruption, downfall, catastrophe, like some kind of ending or change in the chemistry, the good energy, the happiness, the peacefulness, the fulfillment that you're feeling. Someone doesn't feel as if you deserve that, or they don't want, they don't want you to have it. They don't feel like you deserve it, but I'm getting that you do, that you not only deserve it, you're worth it, you give it. This is why you receive it. You don't really worry about where it's going to come from, because you always know it's coming for you, because it's just who you are, and you get what you give. The Empress energy. You're unbothered, and the people who wanted you to be unbothered are bothered. The people that wanted you to be bothered are bothered. So they are bothered by your unbotheredness. You heard what I said. That's exactly what it is. That's weird. The Magician in reverse. Some people think, man, you seem too good to be true. They feel like you're manipulating something behind the scenes. You are powerful in a way. You're powerful, or you have a very powerful influence, and it's in a good way. It's in a good way. But someone does not believe in it, or doesn't believe that. I gotta see that Magician in reverse. I don't know. I don't have the words. This reading is giving me a headache. So the people, you need to be unbothered. You have to stay unbothered. You have to stay detached, and you have to stay unbothered. It's the only way here, because there is something that's going on around you. I'm not saying there's anything bad going on inside of you, or going on in your home, or in your close connections. These things are fine. The Empress and the Ten of Cups, the things that are going on within you, within your household, and within your family, is good. It's good. Your connections, good, good, good. But there are so many other viewpoints. Something that is going right for you is shedding way too much light on someone else or something else outside of you. And it is like a warfare. So if you get into your feelings right now, you would be experiencing that attack, and I'm sure that you would be shielded from the majority of it, but it's pretty big, and it's happening. Like, this could even be entities, war between entities. It's like happening right over your head with the Tower. So this could be even here that has to do with soul contracts, because we're getting into divinity, divine feminine, divine masculine energy. And these would be entities, wars over dominion, of you, your path, your soul, your calling, your destiny. You're being seen as someone who is taking control of that. Like you are having this control, but it does not stop the war that is happening over your head. Just like Earth is controlled by government, but it don't stop God. What is it? Godzilla and King Kong from having that big fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, the powers that be are at war here. And I'm hearing, like, I think you owe me something. Again, yeah, with the Seven of Pentacles. They're warring it out. You're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine. This is above your head or above your pay grade, or I don't know, but I will stay out of it because you don't have it. You are at the brunt of it. You are the cause of it. But it does not have to affect your peace, your happiness, or the things that you are fulfilling. Like that is the manipulation, is maybe they feel as if this war between them actually is going to exact some kind of difference or change with you. But these cards are saying no. They're underestimating your ability. So I don't know what this war is, a battle of who's who and who's going to have control or whatever, but the Empress controls. So you're not on a leash. Unless you ask for one. Unless you ask for one. That is the Empress energy. That's feminine energy. That would naturally be submissive to the masculine energy. So maybe you are asking for this, you want this, but there is some kind of dispute going on overhead about it. Or maybe who you've already chosen. For some of you, yeah, this Ten of Cups, you already chose, and there's a dispute going on about that. So this mostly feels energetic, but it could be just what people are thinking about you too. Is there some kind of dispute going on about you in regards to lovers and love life? All right, the Magician in reverse. Okay, your confidence. That would be the only way. It says that you could shy away or have like a lack of confidence. You could be prone to indecision or hesitation, and that's what would change your goals. That's what would change your goals. That's what would turn something from how real it is. Like there's something here that can be actualized to a greater degree. So maybe people are saying that they're surprised you are not living up to your true potential. They know what your full potential is, or they've seen more out of you. So people who are getting less from you, they feel slighted. They feel like you don't care. You're unbothered by it. Or people who feel like you're giving them less than what they deserve. Like they feel like you should be giving them more. They want more from you. But you seem to be comfortable, content, and also things are working out just fine for you. Like whatever this person's grievance is, it's not an issue. It's not an issue. But you could make it an issue if you were to buy into it, if you weren't to consider continue in his confidence. But one thing I wanted to say is that the Empress, this is a sought after energy by everybody. King, queen of any of the suits. Even if like the Empress and the Emperor, but what I just want to make note of is the Empress would actually be in submission to the Emperor. But the whole rest of the world, all of the kings and queens of pentacles, all of the kings and queens, all of the knights, all of the pages, okay, they all are in submission to the Empress. This is like the mother energy. This is the Eve energy. This is the beginning. Alpha and Omega type of energy. That is divinity. It's sovereignty. It's a sovereign being. A person that is like consciously awake and walking and living their sovereignty on earth. Like as a human being. But powerful and loving and happy. Like truly happy and truly loving. you're receiving. Your wishes are being fulfilled. Ten of Cups and the Empress. So what I'm telling you is that to kind of, if you don't have confidence, the rest of the world is doomed. You like, that's the type of weight that somebody is putting on your shoulders. That's the weight that somebody wants you to feel. If you can't be confident, they're looking at you and feeling like, if you can't be confident, if you can't see who you are, then we don't have a chance. Like, nobody else. Well, you're right. Like, I don't know, but it's, you may not want to take on a leadership role in some aspect of your life, but it's like you got too many people that already are looking up to you or looking to you for this. So someone feels like they want this from you, but obviously who you are right now is enough. That's what I'm trying to, because I'm unbiased. I don't know what it is that you're supposed to do or not do. But that's what if you want to know, it's a whole lot going on, and like astral chatter. Finally, that headache cleared. But it's a whole lot going on about your potential and the fullest version of you, and where you should not settle at. But what you are, who you are right now, is what a lot of people still aspire to be. People who are younger than you, people who are your age, even people who are older than you. Like, nobody is perfect, but everybody can perfect a certain aspect of themselves. And whatever you are perfecting currently, boss status, the Empress, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're up there. Now, I just need you to know with the court cards, there are pages first, then there is the Knight, then there is the King and Queen, then there is the Emperor and the Empress. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. But I think because you're not doing it. I would assume that maybe if this is something that you wanted to do, you would. And even if it was something that you wanted to do that you're not doing, you would feel bad about it, but you don't. So it's just people really trying to override, like, there's something you aren't changing or you aren't doing here, and people want control over you. That is what it boils down to. This is what people are feeling. Like, you have taken control of your own life, like you are doing things the way that you want to, like you don't give a shit. You just sound like you're blending into the rest of the population, honestly, because that has been my experience. Is people don't want to hear what you think they should do or what you want them to do. They just pat me on my back, give me a cheerleader. Most people, not everybody. Some people really are looking for advice or, whatever. But a lot of people, that's not really what they just want to vent. And then they want to know that what they've already chosen to do or what they're going to do is enough. And if either you can validate them or confirm it, or they'll find somebody else. So all I'm getting is that you are now blending in with everybody else who does whatever the fuck they want to do. Maybe they don't show up for you. Maybe you don't like what they're doing. Maybe you feel like you deserve more. They ain't doing it. You see what I'm like? It's a mirror here that I feel, but you may not care. But somebody is not aware of themselves. You're giving what you're getting. They give you more, you give them more. You give me less, I give you less, if you feel like it. That's the thing too. They don't know what to expect. So if you do give more and they don't, now they feel like they owe you. Somebody keeps trying to strategize you, and you cannot strategize a sovereign being. You cannot. You may get them when they're not in their sovereignty. That's why you have the Magician in reverse here. So likely you do step down off of this pedestal and humble yourself quite often. But you may not do that after you hear this reading and how people are feeling about you. The more that I'm listening to this, I'm like, well, why would you stop? Why would you? I say, let the Empress be a fucking Empress. Let the Emperor be a fucking Emperor. And let's learn how to do it too. I'm trying to be right there with you. I want to walk side by side. I don't just, I ain't trying to stop nobody. Don't want to, keep nobody from living their best life. I want to cheer you on, and I want to be on the side of you. I would be happy to see somebody do. Or, okay, but maybe that's what it is. They want you to do it first. They don't want to take the step. They want you to. King of Cups and the Nine of Wands. You got a lot of emotions that come towards you energetically. There are a lot of people that hold their feelings in relation to you because of your confidence. It's like they got to get in when you, man, you better stop listening to the tea, to the gossip, to whatever. You better stop listening, because that's really a whole lot of what's coming in. Your positivity, you are being it. So you don't hear as much of that. Mostly when you're grounded and you're trying to really connect with people and not spirit, so you can be very spiritual. But when you're not trying to connect spiritually or be in tune with your divinity and live this sovereignty and manifest and all of that, when you kind of could just come down to the earth and you're trying to just kick it regular, what you're getting is a lot of the energy waves that people are sending you, which is a lot of, you should do this, or you should be that, or why aren't you this, or why isn't that? Because it just seems as if more. So it makes you feel less confident. Like, well, am I not enough? Why is, what do you mean I have to do more? Or why am I, like, what's wrong with what I'm giving or offering right now? This is why they don't say it to you, because honestly, they can't think of a good reason to say that. These are things that they aren't even doing. So they know they can't like say this to you with the King of Cups, but you get a lot of like energetic warfare. It's really like psychological warfare. You get a lot of that when you're just trying to kick it with people. And it's actually like, it's hard to explain, but it's like a compliment almost is what I'm getting. What I'm hearing from spirit is it's like a compliment on the other end for the other individuals. But for you, it just sounds like somebody else saying you're not enough, or this isn't good enough. You should do more. But you're already doing everything you possibly can to be the best version of yourself that you can. That's why I said you are like creme de la creme. You're at the top, cream of the crop. Wherever you come from, wherever you are, your circle, your generation, you up there. Like, so it's a compliment, because they're saying like, if you could be up there, then you could be up there. You know what I'm saying? There's always someone looking for your next level up. So a lot of these people could be well-meaning, but for you, it probably just feels like, God, nothing is enough, huh? Okay, well, you know what? It probably becomes overwhelming and it just makes you stop. So if that's something that you're comfortable with, I don't see a reason on the table why you wouldn't be. Then yeah, ignore it. Continue unbothered. But if you're allowing that chatter to hinder you, that's what I think you need to hear. These are actually compliments. So it's meant to encourage you, but it could just be some way in the way that it's coming towards you. And maybe it's so many at one time or something like that. You feel the Empress energy. You feel everything. You feel everything. But let me read the Empress energy, because this is what you represent for a lot of people in your life, the people that you come in contact with. What's the Empress? Male or female, again, we all have feminine and masculine energy. So fulfillment, well-being, and creative abundance. It's an excellent card to find in the spread. It signifies harmony and satisfaction for the current and any aspect of her life, he or she, particularly those relating to physical and emotional well-being. Families, relationships, the home, maternal influences are strongly indicated, and the card may point to your ability to create and nurture. Okay, so that's being abundant and fertile, whether it's physically or you manifest. Okay, you create within the womb, right? Again, I was saying mother nature, that type of energy. You might have Taurus placements. Okay, let's see. Yeah, because you have the Empress and the Mother Nature energy. You may have Taurus placements. What else does it say? Oh, it also points to a successful marriage. A powerful flow of artistic creativity and inspiration are also suggested. Venus energy, luxury, beauty, and creativity. So yeah, this is what you represent. So to your circle, to the people that you connect with, you represent good looking things, the shiny things. You may represent what Hollywood looks like on an everyday average level, like how to live be the vibe, live the vibe, you know? That's what you give. You are that person. You her or you're him. The music, people, like, it's like you, yeah. People see music, people, yeah, they see their vision gets activated with you. Like, oh, if this was like this, or oh, if you did this, or if you did that, they become their visionary abilities become activated. So that's why you get so much interaction. And then being in the Empress energy, you do receive. You're constant. That's probably why, another reason you may come out of this sovereignty energy is because you're constantly in receiving mode. So when you're constantly in receiving mode, you're constantly receiving information. You're downloading information, but you do have to have time where you can come out of that. And during those time periods is where you're going to feel the most, and it'll probably feel like an attack, but really it's just all backed up text messages, phone calls, and intellectual downloads or spiritual awakenings that have just been waiting for you. Okay, they're all calling up and they want to send these messages in, but you're not there. You're up in this energy here with the Empress. But when you come back down to the ground and you really just kind of integrate and connect, it all kind of floods you. So it's not an attack on you, but it probably does feel like it. And I'm getting you being unbothered and being aware of that is what helps you to stay where you're at while also still being able to take that break. So yeah, I think you were trying to integrate too much. You are different. There's, you know, the Empress and the Emperor, they're different. They embody all of the kings and queens. They don't just shapeshift. See, when you first get out of the night energy where you're just kind of running and doing what anybody is, you know, telling you to, you're jumping on this bandwagon. Oh, you believe in this now, or you're part of this group now, or this is how we do things now with this crew now. I move like this, I dress like. When you get out of that stage and you level up to your king and queen energy, you go through different ones. Pentacle, cups, swords. What's the last one? Pentacle, cups, swords, water, right? And then after you master all of those individually, then you have this opportunity to kind of shapeshift into whichever one is going to work out best for your life. But the next level is all together now. And you don't need to shapeshift. You don't need to turn one off to turn the other on. It's like a natural calibration, a natural type of alchemy that is happening internally. And it's because of your connection. You're tapped in, you're tuned in. So the best version of you is who you actually like to be. But when you feel like you need a break from that and you just don't want to receive, you don't want to know, you just want to relax, you can dial back and relax in this sovereignty. You don't have to continue to bring yourself and try to integrate, because that lower vibrational energy, you don't get the filters on all of the messages that you're getting. They're coming through in fear. They're coming through in depression. They're coming through at the bottom of the vibrational scale. You want to hear those messages. You want to take those downloads, but you also want to stay in your soul, keep your soul in your body. So that spirit, because you have a natural alchemy to things. That's where your virtual secretary is, where they can itemize your phone calls and give them to you. Oh, this message is from such and such, and then you can relax and hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying. You're Gemini, yeah, the intellectual side, your mind, John Wick and this bitch. You know what the hell I'm saying to you. This would be a crazy fucking reading for anybody else, but you know what I'm saying. It makes sense. So yeah, that part. All right. It's like, let spirit do it. Spirit does it better. Spirit does it better. Man. Because you're still you. Just because you have a secretary doesn't mean you can't do the job of your secretary. It's about learning to delegate. And for you, the delegation It's happening for you. Spirit is initiating these people. You don't literally have to be like, hey, you, I'd like for you to take all of my phone calls. I'd like for you to take all of my text messages. I'd like for you to deal with anybody that wants to see me in the, like, you don't have to do all of that. But energetically, you have access to all of that because, like I said, it's like on a lower scale. It's Hollywood, but on a lower scale. So in order to keep everything clear and itemized, you grievances and all, everything, you need to stay in your right vibe. It's the only way it works for you. Otherwise, you will feel overwhelmed in a way that other people are not. Why? Because other people who have not gotten to this place that you are, they're still learning to master the different kings and queens. And some of them, they know that's not enough, but they don't care. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're in a place where you don't care, and that's cool. You don't have to go back or revert back to going to a version of self that is scattered or not integrated, where you don't feel whole, just to get that kind of like feeling like it's okay for you to, oh, I'm just, it's almost like you just want, oh, I'm just slumming it out, I'm thugging it out, I'm down here. It makes you feel good or cool or something, but it's not even necessary, and it actually makes things more difficult for you. You can't lower yourself, because that is when comments, opinions, it becomes more than just information. It becomes attacks in those lower vibrations. So you're not even safe down there. Not when you got this, the light's too bright down there. Okay, so whatever, you got it, okay. Get that right up out of your head. The Tower and the Empress, bombshell energy, male or female, you the bomb. Just let that be. There, people want to go, they'll come and they go. Believe me, they'll be back. Just stay right where you at. Okay, now let's see what spirit. All of your messages came from one day. And I said, oh my God, these readings gonna be long no matter what. That's okay. I take it. I really thought this was gonna be kind of quick, but I take it as I've been holding back a whole lot of information. It was probably supposed to come to the table a while ago, and so now that I'm opening up y'all individual portals, I gotta pay y'all what I owe. All right, here we go. And I'm paying myself too, because if I don't come here and work through all of this energy, then I won't really know what any of it has to say about anything. I won't get the clarity of it. So it does do just as much for me as it does for you guys, even when it's just entertainment, seriously. So yeah, I guess I've been holding back a little bit. All right, your spirit guides, what do they feel? Soulmate in reverse. Hold on. Oh, ooh. They seeing some things. They're seeing some separations and divisions here. I'm not going to speak on it yet, but I feel like they are seeing a certain connection here that's been giving you stress. And they feel like you are, you let this situation get in your head too much here. What does Spirit have to say for Gemini? Dang. I've got you under my skin. I got you deep to the heart of me. Okay, there's certain connections here. Yeah, heart with the key. Oh, you got a lot of music. You got a lot of music in here. You're a little package with a little warning. Be careful with me, Cardi B. Heart with the key. You are a package, and you come with the key, like almost as if you hand the key to whoever the recipient is supposed to be. Whoever you want to give your heart to, you give them the key. Most people have to find the key haphazardly, by mistake. They steal it. They didn't know they did. But you are like, hello, here's my heart, and here's the key. Okay. So there's some connection here And you may have taken your heart back, but you didn't take the key back. You didn't take the key back, or you keep giving the key back to them. Something. You keep giving the key back to them. So someone is getting in because you keep telling them how to. And whatever that connection is, it don't feel good to you. It's stressing you. But you keep delivering them the opportunity, the information, the way to get in. This is what they're feeling. Now they feel as if, oh, see, you have a past connection. You're trying to give the key to someone new. That's what I'm hearing too. Or take it as it resonates. It could be past, like you already did this, or this is what was going on, why something was difficult with your past soulmate, or why it's difficult right now, whichever one resonates. But you're trying to give your new person the key, but it's like simultaneously you're giving the key to the past person too, or you haven't gotten the key back from the past person, so you're trying to give a key to somebody that you don't even have yet, something like that. And the person that you want to open your heart to, like that person, you see them as the one, but you don't feel like they're doing what they need to do to open, to open your heart. But I think the thing is, your spirit guides want you to feel like you don't have to be the giver of the key. They can work for the key. Let them work for the key, because you keep trying to give the key to somebody and there's someone else that is running up, an ex or someone that you're disconnecting from. It says the one, so you're focused on one person in particular, but another person is getting the key. So it is like helpful. I want to say you're being helpful because you're helping somebody, but at the same time, you're helping someone else that you don't want to have access to you, but you're teaching them how to. So, okay. Lord have mercy. What your spirit guides got to say? Yeah, and see your music too. You gotta tone it down. You're gonna have to turn the music down a little bit. It's too loud. Anytime who are you dealing with? You talk to okay, y'all on another level, because I already had that there, yeah. Empresses and emperors. This is not just the mother and the father physically. This is mother and father energetically energy for Gemini coming through, yeah. A lot of twin flame dynamics as well here with the Gemini energy. It's just bringing a lot in, or downloads that haven't come through. Because Spirit's consensus here with you is like, welcome to the club, but you walk in the club with your own music, and your music is so loud that they all know what is playing. They know what's going on there. They all have a key. So and maybe you're not doing that with everybody, but maybe you don't need to turn it up for nobody. Like it should be, you need AirPods now. Okay. The golden mirror in reverse, yep. See, I feel like there's some part of you, you're afraid to be like, you don't want to be labeled as a self-absorbed narcissist. You don't want to be labeled as conceited. But honestly, either they're an empress and an emperor, or they seem to be, because they're that detached, that narcissistic, and that self-absorbed. So either they actually are the person that should have the confidence of the emperor and the empress, or they're pretending to be because they're that self-absorbed, and with the narcissistic tendencies, they always think that they're smarter and better than everybody else, even if they're not. So that's those are your competitors. That's your VIP. That's all of them. They all at the party with you. So there is something to be said about non-disclosure, or not wearing your heart on your sleeve, not always announcing your feelings, allowing more to be a little elusive. And I mean, you don't have to, but it's definitely going to help you to alleviate a lot of heartbreak and pain, which I think that you're going through currently, but it's because too many people have the emotional map to you. Okay, they've got the line on you emotionally. So yeah, because we have stabbed in the back. You feel betrayed by some, or you feel, maybe like you've been deceived, or you may feel as if people are attacking you or talking about you, or just manipulating you, hurting you on purpose. But it's because they have a key that they didn't work for. They don't appreciate it. They're not using it. Like, wow, this is something that's really coveted. For them, it's like, well, everybody got it. You know what I'm saying? That's just who you are. So what? I'm not doing anything that nobody else isn't. But you're not focused on that. You're focused on this one person that you actually intended to give the key to. And for them, it's not quite as special as if they had worked for it themselves. Or, again, if literally you're not letting anybody else get in. So the way that you're giving the key to this person is very one-on-one, private, between the two of you. Okay, so, yeah. We got the Grim Reaper here. Your spirit guides are ready for you to, it's the final nail has to be put in a coffin. It's time. Something is over. It's done. It's dead. It's over. And it is time to move forward. And this new version of you is what they're grooming. So they're trying to pull this sword out of your back. You got heartbroken like 3 times. I didn't pull the other one out, but yeah. I got it twice right now on the table, but I saw another card that had to do with heartbreak or pain or something, where you're deeply hurt and sad and you feel separated, or like this person left you or lost you, or you're grieving or mourning or something like that. And I'm not talking about it like your spirit guides are being flippant about it because they're tired of it. It's the same scenario. It's the same old sad song, and they want you to move it along. And they feel like the way you do that is you stop giving that key out, that you stop putting it out there. Something about that. They want you to stop doing that. That's what's precipitating that energy. That's what is putting you in like this victimization energy that you're not even supposed to be in. They want to rip that cord, and they want to see you be who you are. They're grooming you. You're being groomed. You're an emperor or an empress being groomed by spirits, gods and goddesses. What are you crying? Like, what do you want? You don't like your stylist. You don't like you don't like the secretary. I'm sorry. This is what I'm hearing. You don't like the personal secretary. You don't like the personal wardrobe artist or makeup artist or hair designer. You don't like having the personal chef, or someone is itemizing, what you just know. You know what to cook. You know what to buy. You know what to eat. You know where to go. The deals. You know where to get them. You know how to, when to walk in. Timing. Scheduler. You have a personal scheduler. All of these things that I feel like your spirit guides feel as if you take them for granted. Like you must not even be aware that they exist, or that they're there, or they're helping you, or nothing. So they're like, okay, well, if you're going to be that self-absorbed, then come on, let's really do it. If you really think it's just you and nobody is assisting you, there's no spirit, you don't have no spirit team, no spirit guides, it's all you, then let's continue with that confidence. Let's continue with that. They don't care how you get there. If you're going to be self-absorbed and just, oh, it's all about me and this is who I am and I'm so great and so wonderful, they don't care. Fine, they'll watch you play that out. Or you can recognize the fact and take appreciation, be humbled almost, and liberated by the fact that you have all of that at your feet and at your disposal. These invisible assistants in your life. You can give praise for that so that you can get that recognition back. You will float on their wings is how your spirit guides feel. And they will precipitate this movement forward that way. Either way you want to do it. But for you to just keep giving it away to this crash and burn of heartbreak and heartache and bleeding out, they are tired. They tired of that. They tired of the bleeding out. They tired of it. They're tired of the sad songs and the sad music. They want you to decide to be one or the other. You can be stone cold, or you can be God's gift. Whatever, whichever one fulfills you. They really don't care. I feel like they are just invested in you playing the game at this level. But you're not a player when you are in this heartbreak energy. Okay, that's what they're feeling. It's like they trying to get you back in the game as soon as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like a fighting ring. That's what I'm saying, like boxing. And they in the corner and they just like, come on now. They doing anything they can to get you back in that ring. Look, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure of issues. Yeah, you're being missed, and it's not just it's not just the spirit guides that are coming through right here. I feel like you have a spirit team, like even your ancestry, maybe your family roots go deep into spirituality, or the investment that they have on like family, you know, certain bloodlines and what you are able to accomplish. But you have a lot of personal spiritual attention on you. Likely that could be the souls of people who know you or knew you when they were here. So you just have a lot of attention on you, and it's a lot of specific, you know, it's given specific. Like if these people were here in reality, this is how they used to root you on. This is how they do root you on. This is how they would root you on. So all of that, they're missing you. They're missing you on the game. I guess that's, what is this weird? Your energy is weird. Like it's like they're assigned to a certain game at a certain level. They're not watching the kings and the queens. They're watching the emperors and the empresses. This is the top of the level. They're watching those. But when you bow out of the game, they don't get to see you. It's like betting at a race, but their horse is sitting on the sidelines. So they got to root for somebody else that they don't even have this strong connection to. They want to root for you. So that's what I'm getting. They're thinking about you. They're missing you. And you're the one that they really want to see out there. They want to see you in the game again. But they feel like you've been stuck in sadness, and they want you to release that. All right. So I'm going to leave that there, Gemini. As a matter of fact, we done. Gemini just took up the whole, see what I'm saying? What I'm going to do is just take the burden off my shoulder. Today is what? The 29th? We still got the 30th and the 31st. I will be done. So I'm not going to worry about it. I will see you guys with the next one. It will be Cancer next in the next live. So make sure you hit the bell notification if you haven't already, so you know when I go live. But these videos will be up and timestamped once they upload. Okay, bye.